I want to start by letting you know that the word that we see in our Bibles, in our English Bibles, at least in most English Bibles, the word that we read, that is the word pastor, it comes from the Greek word 𝗏𝗻, 𝗏𝗻, okay? And 𝗏𝗻 is literally translated not as pastor, but as shepherd. Okay, that's what the word 𝗏𝗻 means in Greek. It meant that in Greek in the first century when the New Testament was written, and it still means that in Greek today. 𝗏𝗻 is a shepherd. A shepherd is a 𝗏𝗻. So where did we come up with this word pastor? And when did the word shepherd in the New Testament start getting translated as pastor? And what's the significance of that? These are important questions we have to answer if we're going to understand what the Bible says about the role of a pastor. The first instance where the word shepherd was translated as pastor was in the Geneva Bible in 1560. You heard that right, the 16th century. The Geneva Bible was a Bible that predates the 1611 King James Version of the Bible by a little over 50 years. It was the first English Bible that was more or less commissioned for mass dissemination. And it's what we refer to nowadays as the Bible of the Reformation, because most people during the Reformation that spoke English were reading the Geneva Bible. This was before the King James became the standard bearer of English Bible translations for hundreds of years up until the 20th century. And in the Geneva Bible, in Ephesians chapter 4, where we see the word 𝗏𝗻 being used in the passage that goes like this, and he gave apostles, prophets, evangelists, shepherds, and teachers. In that verse, in Ephesians chapter 4, the word 𝗏𝗻, or shepherd, is translated pastor. And that comes from the Latin translation of the Greek word shepherd. Okay, so stick with me. I'm trying to explain to you how the word shepherd came to be translated pastor and how pastor became to be what it is in the church today. Okay, so in the 1560 Geneva Bible, the word 𝗏𝗻 was translated instead of shepherd, which is what the word means, as pastor, which comes from the Latin Vulgate pastori. Okay, and pastori is the Latin word for shepherd. And so instead of translating the word shepherd, the translators of the Geneva Bible took this Latin word and transliterated it as pastor in a way to sort of create this new official role in the church, or at least to give credence to it, right? There were people already being referred to then as pastors, and pastor at that time had already been in the minds, it had become in the minds of many people, this official office in the church. But there was nothing in the Bible that said pastor. So they took the Latin translation of the Greek word 𝗏𝗻, which means shepherd, and transliterated it from pastori, I should say pastores, that's what it says in Latin, into the English word pastor. And now, instead of the word pastor just meaning shepherd, we have this new, unique English word that sort of became this carved out role in the church, the role of the pastor. Whereas if we just translated that word for what it literally means, which is shepherd, we would probably think a lot differently about what a pastor is, and we might not even be having this conversation right now. So that's the background of where we got the word pastor from. Okay, the English word pastor. But remember, in the New Testament, the word pastor is simply and always the Greek word for shepherd. Thanks for watching. My name is Blake, and over the past 20 years, I've been a missionary, a pastor, and a Bible college and seminary professor. During that entire time, I've been teaching the Bible. And if you want more Bible content to come your way, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and like this video, and also check out this video right here.